So I've thought about doing this video for a while now. I own and operate my own business, Garden Home Growlers. It's been open for 3 whole years now. It's been an incredible learning experience and learning opportunity. And this video is about that, but it's not about that. What I'm looking for here is I would actually love your opinion, your input, your feedback, your ideas. So let me lay it out for you. So my business opened 3 years ago, August of 2014. And when it first opened, I was the only bartender. My dad and my sister would help out every now and then, which was awesome. Gave me a couple evenings off here and there. But other than that, I worked a lot. I was working the 60 to 80 hours a week, that whole kind of thing. And then after 6 months, I got somebody else hired, and over the ensuing 3 years since then until now, I've hired a couple more people. And about a year ago, I really put an emphasis on being able to take myself out of the day-to-day operation, essentially out of the bartending at the shop. And I was interested in that for a couple reasons. One is I wasn't in love with the idea of bartending for a whole career or for a very long time. Two, I was tired of it. I was definitely burnt out. And so anyways, I wanted to step out of the bartending. I also had an interest in being able to do some additional traveling and take some trips. Basically having not taken like any trips almost at all. I'd gotten away for 1 or 2 weekends to go camping, and that was it in 2 years. So this this feeling that I really wanted to get out and go and do some other things was very, very strong. I wanted to focus on pulling myself out of that day-to-day side of things so that I could be able to go do some of those things, have some more time off, and then essentially focus on the back-end side of the business. Ordering kegs, writing the schedule, doing bookkeeping, doing payroll, paying all the bills, coordinating events, scheduling with salespeople. Here's Snoop Cat. Say hi, Snoop. Like I was saying, I wanted to be able to take some of that time to go travel and do some of these other events and activities. I was able to do that. I ended up getting 5 different part-time employees hired, and between all of them, some of the other tasks, especially the schedule writing and the ordering of kegs, I have been able to actually to have one of my employees do, which has been awesome. So all right, so anyways, so all that. So I've got people hired, and then over the past year, I have essentially not been on the schedule, at least not regularly. I'm always available for fill-in. At the beginning of 2017, we had a number of different snow days and big snow events here in Portland, and most of my employees live farther away, and so with all that snow, it was very, very difficult for them to be able to get to work. I went and worked those days, which was great. That's perfect. That's exactly kind of what I wanted and had envisioned. Throughout most of the rest of 2017, I haven't regularly been on the schedule. And that's allowed me to do some really, really awesome stuff. And I want to make sure that I don't sound ungrateful for that opportunity. I got to go to Hawaii earlier this year. I got to go to Grants Pass and run a triathlon. I got to go to 2 different bachelor party weekends for some of my best friends and then their weddings. I got to go, the big trip was I got to go to Italy for 3.5 weeks with one of my best friends, Andy. So that's like what happened, right? So I was working all the time, and then I kind of shifted down. And now I'm hardly there at all in terms of being on the schedule. I go there very, very frequently. I still spend easily 20, 30, 40 hours every single week working on the business or doing things related to the business. But what I've realized, or the conclusion that I've come to or figured out, is that sort of where the business is at with our sales levels and all of that, and like what we're bringing in and what we're paying out, is that for me, it's not quite enough to be supporting me fully as a job. What that means is I've essentially been kind of living off some of my savings for a number of months now. I don't quite know what to do, and this is where I have different ideas and different options in my head, and this is where I'd kind of love to reach out to you. And what this video is about is to get your input. One of the most rewarding things for me about having opened and now and still running this business is being able to pay employees, right? Pay the livelihood of these other people that are members of my community, that are friends, provide them an income for them and their families, to be able to support them in that way. That is so powerful to me and so important, and it's really, really, really wonderful to be able to do that for me, there's one easy solution for me to be able to sort of earn more income, to be able to pay my own bills, would be to be taking hours away from one or more of my employees, because then I'm not paying them, and then I'd be earning tips and stuff like that while I was there as well. I really don't want to take hours away from any of my employees, and I understand that at some point that might be a necessity. Every business owner, I do believe, that has employees will eventually have to go through something like layoffs or hour cutbacks and all of that. And so I don't want to be unrealistic that someday might not have to happen. But I don't think it has to happen. The business as is doing well enough as a business. Just as a business, in terms of supporting me entirely financially, it's not quite there. So there's one solution that I see of cutting hours for one or more employees and me working a lot more. Another solution is, which I'm working on, it's a slow process for me as I'm still learning, is doing a lot of marketing. Right? Can we increase the sales and the traffic to this business to bring in more revenue? I'm learning about marketing. I'm doing all sorts of stuff. Videos are a big part of that, and I'm learning about these. Another option that I honestly don't feel like I have the energy to pursue right now, but it is an option, would be opening an additional shop. I'm not particularly interested in that because it took a ton of effort and energy that was really well spent, but I'm not sure that I have that in me right now to be able to do another one of these. And then another option that I see is getting another job, either getting another part-time or full-time job. And then another option is finding other ways to get paid or find an income for myself. I've got some little kind of side hustle things that I've been working on and have ideas about. Those are, I think, all relatively minor. I don't think any one of those is quite set up to even, maybe not in the best case scenario, those could support me entirely financially on their own. I would love to, over a couple of years, cultivate like multiple sources of income, even if they're minor. So I think that this business can be one of them. But in the meantime, I do need to be able to pay my own bills, and also hopefully have a chance to spend some money to relax or go take trips and things like that. So I'm really curious to hear or to read your thoughts. Like what do you think you would do? What, from your perspective, do you think would make sense for somebody like me? Should I just fire some employees and go work some more hours up there? Should I try to get a new job? With somebody else? Should I really focus and buckle down on my marketing efforts for this business and try to grow it so that it brings in a more significant amount for me? Or do I spend all that time and effort working on other income earning activities, starting other side businesses or kind of freelance type of work? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. So this is probably a good time to say, if you work for a company that is interested in hiring somebody like me, or you are interested in hiring somebody like me, if you already know me, then let's chat. If you don't know me, reach out on here and we can connect. But again, I'm not. This video isn't me asking for a job. I'm asking for input and advice and recommendations. That's kind of the gist, right? Open a business. It's doing well. The business is healthy. It's not enough for me to support me financially. So what can I do next? I'm not asking you for what should I do, but just what do you think makes sense or are good ideas? Are there things that you think I've overlooked that I'm not considering, that I'm not paying attention to? I would really appreciate your feedback and input. So thank you for sticking with me through this. I know this was a longer video. Like I said, I've been thinking about making this and publishing this for a long time, and I haven't done it, so I'm finally doing it here. And I really do appreciate you taking the time to bear with me through this. And any comments or feedback that you have, I really do appreciate, please. And I really do just very much look forward to hearing from you and connecting with you. So thank you. That's it for today.
Good day.